Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, glory, honor due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. No respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. To the scatterers that are scattered throughout the four corners of the globe, and to the brothers and sisters who are listening, learning, and repent, coming back to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Shah, talking about the elect of the house of Israel. To you, I give a sincere shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson, and this lesson won't be too long. And I just looked up, tyranny news, and showing you that this devil is out of his mind. You have this particular article, which I'm finna show here on the screen, which showing you that this devil is pretty much at the end of his kingdom. You can see the title that's on the screen, and you can see the article that I'm gonna be reading from. You can see it on the screen. It shows you that this devil is at the end of his rulership, and we know the scripture. That first scripture comes to mind, which it comes out a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with that scripture before I get into the article. Very familiar scripture that comes out a lot, and you brothers and sisters probably already know where I'm going with this. And this is gonna be Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12 to get straight to the point. It reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time." And just that in that article by itself, you see this devil coming down with great wrath, because he's mad and upset that his time is short. You know what I'm saying? He had a short time period which he has been able to deceive the whole world, and for ever since the Renaissance period all the way up to now, the devil have his way. He was able to do particular things. He was able to have the power to do what he set out to do. But he also had a time period in which he was able to do these things. And now the devil is coming to his end, and he knows that now he's pretty much pulling out all the stops. And he's really starting to show his horns. And for our people who trust and believe in this devil, you're going to have a rude awakening, because this devil is really showing you that he does not care for you, and his only thing is he wants to rule, and he wants to have a rulership that is forever, and which we know that's not going to happen, because the kingdom of heaven, which are going to be ruled by the Israelites, are going to be a rulership that is going to be an everlasting rulership, and that's what it says according to the scriptures. But not to get too far off topic, you seen the article that's on the screen, that I showed earlier. These people are upset, and they are pissed off over the fact that you got, the people here in Babylon the Great are starting to, wake up, and they on to the BS that this devil's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We know that the devil loves to come with propaganda. He loves to come with his witchcraft, his sorceries. He used the media, to his advantage to push out particular narratives that quote unquote, supposed to benefit him. But now, they knowing that the people are not buying these particular narratives. The narrative of, the Jews or what have not. Now these devils are being, they're gonna start coming down with the sword, man. Because what did Isaac told Esau, in Genesis chapter 27, roughly around verse 40, he said, "And by thy sword that shalt thou live." And the devil's blessing is the sword. And he's gonna use that because he, in his mind, that's the only option that he's gonna have left, because his propaganda, his witchcraft, his sorceries are not working anymore. And so he's gonna go to his last resort, which is going to be the sword. You know what I'm saying? And who is the people that he really wants to use the sword on is on you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. You are really the target of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, because if he know that if he can get you not to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and he can get rid of the men of the Lord, in his mind he believes that that's going to solve the problem, and that there's nothing is going to be able to stop his plans. But we all know what the scriptures say in the book of Job. We're gonna believe it's 5 and 12. Salaki. Yeah, Job 5 and 12, and it reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise, which we know that's talking about, the MOTB, but also, these other devices that he also using as well is, he's trying to come down with the sword, for those, who refuse, to take the soda water per se. You know what I'm saying? Those who refuse to take the juice. But he particularly want to come out to the Israelites, because he sees that the Israelites are a threat, particularly those who serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. These the people that he really wants to target and that he really wants to take out. So you're gonna start seeing this devil come with more and more enchantments, and then soon later he's gonna come down with the sword, because in his mind he looks at if nobody's not going to be willing, to take the juice, they're gonna try to force you to take it unwillingly, meaning that they're gonna start taking away, your liberties, your rights. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start passing more unrighteous decrees. And we're gonna get that scripture before we get into the article. I believe Isaiah 10 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Because this devil is coming down with great wrath, and he's gonna pass more and more unrighteous decrees. And let's get it. And it reads, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless." And you got these devils are going to continue to pass all these unrighteous decrees. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because these devils know that they at the end of their rulership. These devils know that they hurt. They mad. They know that, the people are onto what they're doing, and they're beginning not to care anymore. So these devils are gonna come with the sword, because in their mind, this the final option that they got. You know what I'm saying? Because they see that the people are being, are unwilling, you know, to to bow to their demands. Well, let's get to this article, and I'm not gonna read all of it, so I'm just gonna read maybe the you know what the spirit allows. You know what I'm saying? I might just read some of the article, then read the uh, the titles. How the spirit leads. So we're gonna go ahead and read this article. And I'm read again. It says that unvaccinated people must be rounded up by the U.S. military and forced juiced at gunpoint starting January the 1st, decries mad money raging lunatic Jim Cramer. And so you got this devil is pissed off, and he's talking about those who ain't taking the juice are the biggest threat. And so in his mind, he believes that all those who ain't taking, the soy sauce is the ones that need to be held down at gunpoint and being forced to take all the Jerry Curl activator, that they need. So this is what this devil is crying about. He's saying that those who ain't took, the extra sauce are the ones that are a threat to society. So let's continue with the article, and it reads: Mad in the head, Jim Cramer says it's psychotic to let any U.S. citizen walk around unjuiced from CVED, and that there's no state rights when it comes to getting gene therapy clot shots. Nobody has the right to get other people sick. He said so it is time that we have to go to war against CVED. He obviously means war against the unjuiced by having military SWAT teams hold people down. Having military SWAT teams hold people down with guns in their faces while being forced injected with billions of blood clotting prions that mimic deadly virus pathogens. Basically, what he's saying is that the people and those who ain't got the extra soy sauce, they need to be held down, with a gun in their face and being forced to take the juice. That's what this devil basically saying. He's saying that showing you that these devils don't care about your rights, and you and as the brother said, you have no rights anyway. These devils want to strip you of your freedom. They want to strip you from the way that you think. You know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to think for yourself. You're not allowed to do things on your own. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the most high, man. As it said at the end of the day, these people wants to be Yahweh Hashem Shah. You know what I'm saying? They want to control the narrative. They want to control, your everyday life. Look how they, trying to track your every move. Look how they have cameras, in your TVs and things that they want to track you in everything that you do, man. And this is no exception. These people will tell you, it's not highly recommended that you get the sauce. But well, they're not forcing you to get the sauce. But now this guy talking about some, the ones who ain't got the sauce need to be pinned down with a gun in their face and being forced to get the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying those who ain't got the sauce is the ones that making everybody else sick. But we all know what that is. I'm not gonna speak too much on it because you brothers already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because these devils are known to give you stripes. I'll take down your pages on your channel because these devils don't want you, to bring out the truth. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You see, because these devils are mad. They on a rampage. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to read this part right here. It said, Crackpot Kramer calls for universal force machination at military gunpoint. It said, let the military run the forced machination campaigns, said a guy who gives really poor stock trade advice and hosts CNBC regularly. Plus, Kramer demands universal lockdowns for all unjuiced people across the globe, enforced by the military and any weapons of mass destruction that they need to shoot everyone up with toxins that have yet to be proven to stop the juice from catching, spread, or dying of CVID. It's a great plan. Basically, this clown needs to stick to what he knows, and that pushing weak stock advice on TV. Kramer is going on wild rants, demanding death by Jews being forced by military police around the world, and that shows that these people, are the wicked. As Joel 9:24 said, that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, and you're seeing what they doing with the power that they have. They continue to push wickedness upon the earth, and you got this guy, basically saying that these people need to be pinned down. Those who ain't got the juice, and they need, to have a gun put to their head pretty much, and being forced to take the juice. And he basically saying that this need to happen pretty much by, quote unquote New Year's Day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna read all the article, but it's very interesting article. I ain't gonna read too much into it because, don't want to get a strike and don't want the channel to be taken down because of that. So, if you brothers want to go into this article, I'm gonna show the title again. And this is off Tyranny News. Yeah, this devil is mad and upset. You see, and he's very pissed off about it. And that's it for a lesson. And with that, I want to give all praise, glory, honor due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. Shalom.